Hello, everybody. Tonight on News to Drink To. Oh no, didn't have time to prepare for this. To be honest with you,
Slow news week.
it was also a slow news week. Not very professional.
No.
But this isn't my job, so fuck you. There's some bits we've got here we can talk about, and we'll get into them. But before we go on, don't forget to subscribe. Cool.
Yep.
Right. This is just stuff that you've sent me.
It is, yeah. Literally last night.
Couple of weeks old, but Rian Johnson says he still wants to make his Star Wars trilogy.
He does. Much to the chagrin of many of the hardcore, well, I say hardcore, the bell end.
Yeah, that end
of the Star Wars fandom. Because I will stand by The Last Jedi being the best of the that particular trilogy.
Yeah. Every time I think about it, it gets a little bit worse. I still like it, but there are plot holes.
Massively. But,
yeah.
I mean, that's because it's the only one that tries to go in its own direction.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I'll give it that. Yeah.
The Force Awakens is very much A New Hope, just retweaked.
Yep.
Then you've got the Last Jedi, which does its own thing.
Yep.
And like literally goes fuck off and like does its entirely own thing. And then you've got what was the last one? The Rise of Skywalker, which is a lie from the offset.
It's a bad movie. That
It's like, I mean, let's be honest. Return of the Jedi is not the best of the original trilogy.
No, it's the second best.
It's the second best. Do you think?
We've done a whole video on this where we've ranked all
no, yeah, we did do that. But I mean, Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
like hands down. But yeah, the Rise of Skywalker is basically the Return of the Jedi, but with extra fan service.
Yeah, completely. He also said that he was proud of.
Yeah.
What's it called again? The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi.
Yeah, he said. Yeah, in an interview, he said, "I'm really proud of that." Which it's like he's trying to get them to kill each other.
Yeah.
he's trolling the Star Wars fans. Like, I'm really proud of my work. It's good, isn't it, guys? Right?
Yeah. It's like, what's his name from Limp Bizkit at the 99 Woodstock? Like, everyone just fuck everything up and kill each other.
The Fred Durst of the Star Wars. Christ.
I have no idea what his plans for this perceived trilogy was.
Don't know. It's not going to happen, though.
No, it's never going to happen.
No.
At all.
Taika Waititi's Star Wars film's probably not going to happen.
Well, I don't think he's going to do any more Marvel movies. But I mean, he's more likely to. Well, they've also cancelled. There was Rogue Squadron.
Was that going to be a show or a film?
It was a film,
right?
Apparently, it was a film, and yeah, it was very much like a sort of the rebellion and basically the guys that Luke joins and.
Right,
all of
okay.
That. So, it was supposed to be a movie about that.
They really are milking it now.
Oh, absolutely.
Is it Andor that's coming out?
Andor, but that, I've got to say, have you seen the trailers for that?
No.
It looks good.
They all look good.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be, because they're saying, don't expect any fan service, this is its own thing.
Right.
So it's like
Star Wars fans are going to hate it.
Pretty much. Yeah, especially if there's black people in it.
That's Lord of the Rings. We'll get on to that later.
Oh God, yeah. But yeah, no, it looks like it's never going to happen. But yeah, he's literally just popped up and been like, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
I know you hated my film, but
I mean, I'd be proud of it. If I ever made a film, I'd be proud of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I worked hard on that. Anyway, next, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial will be adapted into a movie. Just when you thought it was all over. Oh dear, the highly publicised defamation trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has been fast-tracked as a movie for the streaming service Tubi.
Tubi.
Yeah,
I've never watched anything on Tubi. Do we even have Tubi over here?
No, we don't.
No, I don't think so.
It sounds like it's going to be like a made-for-TV movie, like a Hallmark kind of thing.
Who would play? Who would play them? I'd love it if they got Johnny Depp and Amber Heard to play themselves.
In the role of a lifetime.
Johnny Depp is Johnny Depp.
Jimmy Depp. What if they legally have to change the names? Jimmy Dip. And Amberlina Harold.
Audrey Hard.
Christ. I can't think of anything. I mean,
Why? I mean, it's absurd that it was as publicised as it was.
yeah, and it was a media circus, and it's too soon. Like, I don't want to go through all that again. I mean, I get
too soon anymore. See, we're living in a time where, like, obviously we got Disney Plus now, and you've got like Pam and Tommy, or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
And that there's a new one I've just noticed about Mike Tyson. You had the Sex Pistols one, which was actually quite good. I've got to be honest.
But again, like Pam and Tommy and Mike Tyson, these, you forget, it is 2022. These things happened like 30 years ago.
Yesterday.
Yeah, this was not even a year ago.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an absurd thing to make a film about, but here we are.
Someone wants to make some money,
Yeah.
so they're going to do it.
It
will be shit.
I mean, I'm gonna stay invested. I just want to know who's playing them.
Yeah. That'd be more interesting than the fucking film, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's this other one? Rennie Harlin, no one's favourite director, is remaking...
Director of Cutthroat Island.
Yeah. Is
and the worst Exorcist movie.
Remaking The Strangers?
Yeah. Which, again, was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was 2008, wasn't it? I think,
and then the sequel, which is better, by the way.
But yeah.
Wasn't... Well, no, I think it was maybe 5 or 6 years between the two films.
The concept of The Strangers is great.
Yeah.
Like, it's a home invasion movie. There's nothing more terrifying than being on your own in a house, or like you've got your family in a house and somebody invades that personal space.
Yeah.
And things go to shit. It's a great idea. But why remake it? Just make a different movie.
Yeah, it's been done loads of times.
Better.
And better. Funny Games.
Funny Games is fantastic. The original is fantastic. I know the remake was basically a shot remake.
Yeah.
But it's still a good film.
Yeah.
And The Strangers isn't bad.
No. I like the second one as well.
Yeah.
I prefer the sequel just because the soundtrack, maybe.
All right.
It's more fun.
Yeah.
It's more playful because The Strangers is quite a dark, broody film.
Yeah.
It's not lighter, but it's just kind of a bit more. It's got a bit more charm. It's a bit more playful with what's going on. But yeah, these films,
Also, isn't it The Purge? I mean, is the original The Purge, the first one, is the same film.
No,
it's a home invasion movie. But well, basically, it's on a grander scale.
Yeah,
but it's still a home invasion movie.
Yeah, I guess the original, the very first one. Yeah. But yeah, we don't need this, especially from Rennie fucking Harlin.
Is he still married to Gina Davis? Will she be in it?
No.
Because I know that's where Cutthroat Island came in. Like, he directed that and she was in it. But yeah, he hasn't done a lot.
My God, he's made some shit films. Last film, Class Reunion 3, he directed last year.
Oh, good. Yeah, that was a big hit.
Yeah. The Legend of Hercules from 2014, the one that didn't have Dwayne The Rock Johnson in it. The Dyatlov Pass incident, actually that wasn't too bad. Driven with Sylvester Stallone. Remember that? Nope.
No.
He did do Deep Blue Sea though.
All right. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
So that's his last good film.
Long Kiss Goodnight wasn't bad.
Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That is actually a fun movie.
Die Hard 2 he did as well.
All right. Okay.
He also did Nightmare on Elm Street 4. And I like all the Nightmare on Elm Street.
I do. So I'm a massive Freddy fan. So.
But yeah, he's not. We'd call, I guess, he did Cliffhanger as well. Stallone film.
Right.
So
he did have a 90s period where he was a big director.
Which ended with Cutthroat Island.
Yeah.
In 95.
Which went massively over budget, if I remember. It's Matthew Modine, Gina Davis.
It's like renowned as like one of the biggest flops in Hollywood history ever.
Yeah. Huge.
They divorced in 98.
Right.
3 years after Cutthroat Island.
So she's single.
Sure, why not? Well, that's what you sent me. The other stuff I want to talk about was House of the Dragon,
right,
and Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
sorry, the Rings of Power. They're both 4 episodes in now.
Mm-hmm.
I know which one I prefer.
Well, yeah. I haven't watched the latest Lord of the Rings. I'm watching that later today. I'm enjoying it.
It's better than the previous episode, which episode 3 of Rings of Power. I was like, I don't even know if I can finish this.
Really? It's filler.
I mean, It looks great. No one's denying that. It's just not that interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, this is kind of style over substance now.
Yeah.
The latest episode brought me back a little bit. I'll give it that. But I really want to like it. I really want it to be good. Just to rub it in the faces of all the fucking incels. But I'm not loving it.
Yeah. But like I said, I've yet to see the latest episode. House of the Dragon, on the other hand, I'm really enjoying. Yes, the last episode was awkward.
Yep. And it was a slowish one as well in terms of like action.
Yep.
And obviously the third one was fairly action packed, but we are still only. There's only going to be 10 episodes this season, I think.
Right. Okay.
So it kind of feels like you need to really start getting shit going now.
Yeah.
Like you've taken 4 episodes now to establish characters, and they've done it very well. Now let's start.
Yeah.
Start killing people.
Yeah. Like let's ramp up the incest.
Yeah.
It's an odd. I mean, I don't know why anyone's surprised. Like in the original Game of Thrones, there was always talk about the Targaryens were always a very incestual sort of family, and now they're like, it happens on screen and everyone's losing their minds.
Did they actually bang though?
No, I don't think so. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a subplot where what's his name, Damon, can't get a boner.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's struggling.
Yeah, so even with his own niece.
Yeah. But they don't actually have sex. They just have a little bit of
there's a
little bit of bump and grind.
There's a bit of like spinning around and stuff, and dress is lifted, and then he's like, fuck this, and then the next scene he wakes up with a hangover.
Whiskey dick.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, but I am like, Matt Smith is great.
He's really good in it. Yeah,
very good.
Yeah,
like, and I was after Morbius, I had lost faith. Like, I mean, he's not done a lot that I really enjoy. I'm not a big Doctor Who fan.
No,
I know
didn't
he had
see
a good
Morbius.
tenure. Morbius is fucking garbage.
He was great in The Crown, though.
I've never watched The Crown.
And that's when I was like, oh, he's actually a really good actor.
Yeah.
Because I'd only ever seen him in Doctor Who, which I'm not a fan of.
No.
And then he was in that. I was like, actually, this guy's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I think I've watched one episode, because he's Philip early on, isn't he?
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm aware of it. But, I mean, in Morbius, he's like the bad guy, but it's supposed to be this layered character where he starts off as a good guy, or you think he's a good guy, and then he's supposed to have all these reasons for being the bad guy. And it's just bollocks. Like, and everything about him is shit. So, like, in this, I was like, oh, it's the same character. But, like, after, like, halfway through the first episode, it was like, but he's good at it. So...
but yeah, House of Dragon, I am enjoying far more.
Yeah.
Far more than Rings of Power. It might come around, but I'm struggling with it, and I really want it to be good.
My biggest takeaway from the Rings of Power is I am not a Lenny Henry fan. Like, through the 90s, he was a big name and everything else, but he's never been funny to me. But he's a fucking great hobbit.
Are they hobbits though?
Or
they're half-foots, and they're all Irish. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, there is a weird, designation for
hobbits are Irish, dwarves are Scottish, elves are sort of, was it received pronunciation?
Yeah, and the men are English, but northern, some of them.
Yeah,
like, I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I enjoy his particular character. I think he's really good at.
And finally, white men have decided they love The Little Mermaid from 1989, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
So obviously, the trailer's now come out for the live-action remake of Little Mermaid, which is a pointless endeavour, as all these live-action movies are. Yeah. But it is... What's her name?
Oh, Hailey Berry?
Hailey Berry is playing Ariel.
Yeah.
Hailey Berry is not white.
No.
She is black.
She is a black girl.
And people have lost their shit.
Yeah.
I get it's like with the Lord of the Rings thing. It's a fucking mermaid. It's not It can be any race. It doesn't matter.
Don't get me wrong. I fully expect this film to be fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Because all of the live action remakes so far have been terrible. And they're a pointless endeavour. Like, there's no reason for them.
No, the only one I've watched all the way through was Aladdin, and I hated it.
Oh, it's shit.
Hated it.
I mean, again, like, I'm very much against the idea that you can't recast a character or everything, especially if it's a fictional character like the genie. But the genie is Robin Williams.
Yeah, he's sort of...
Right, Will Smith is... It's just not Robin Williams.
Yeah.
But anyway, this when it comes to Little Mermaid, now the problem is nothing to do with the fact that it's a remake, nothing to do with the fact it's a live action remake that is not necessary. The fact is people are losing their fucking minds because Ariel, who was originally a red-headed white girl, also about 12 years old, like is now a black girl
with red hair.
Yeah, but like dreads, not dreads, but like sort of Afro, sort of Caribbean. Sort
Not
of
that it matters because mermaids aren't fucking real.
Exactly that. But yeah, all of a sudden there's like this influx of weird, like mostly white men my age, being like, "Fucking, you can't just change Ariel. You didn't give a fuck in the first place. It's not like any of you grew up like
loving the Little Mermaid.
like fucking just running around telling it. Have you seen Little Mermaid? My favourite film ever. Like, dude, none of us. I went to an all boys school. Not once was the Little Mermaid met.
What am I going to do about my Little Mermaid tattoo now? I'm going to have to get it coloured in.
Yeah. Oh my god, it doesn't matter. And as you say, it's an entirely fictional character. She is half a fish.
She used to be half cod. Now she's half haddock. What's going on?
I had this argument in the pub the other day, and I literally said that, like, she's a mermaid. She's a fictional character. She's not fucking real. And somebody went, "How do you know?" I was like, fuck off. Is that your argument? How do I? It's a mermaid.
It was written down by two Dutch guys. Like it was made up.
I mean, I get that people are passionate, but don't suddenly be like, yeah, this is always something I felt strongly about. No, it isn't.
Also, the the original from 1980, is it 89 or 87? I can't remember.
Something like that.
The animated one. They live underwater.
Yep.
On a reef.
Yes.
One of her best friends is a lobster.
Yes.
With a strong
Sebastian.
Jamaican accent.
Yes.
They are living in the Caribbean.
Yes.
It makes no sense that she's white in the first place.
Right.
So that makes less sense that she would be white.
Also, the earliest sort of tales of like a mermaid sort of thing do come from that area, like the Caribbean sort of area. So again,
where people aren't fucking white.
Why would she be lily white? Like, whiter than me?
Christ.
No, it's absurd. Like, and anybody that is having that argument can fuck off.
You know who they should have cast?
Who?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Absolutely.
Oh Christ. Yeah, it's I'm kind of glad I don't go on Twitter a lot because
I do try these days to stay away from sort of
arguing
online and stuff, but it's been really difficult for this because it's such an absurd, and they're all the same people. Like, if you look at all these people saying these things and you click on their profiles and like look at their pictures, they're all the same fucking neckbeards. Like,
yeah, all their profiles are blank because on TikTok, oh my god, the amount of people that like just leave like troll comments. Profile picture, not of them.
Yep.
Blank profile.
Yeah,
not
no
posted
videos.
Not posted anything. They're just there to observe and be like, ha, ha. It's like somebody replied to one. They were like, you're a little keyboard warrior. Yeah. If I came to your house, unplugged your keyboard, and beat you to fucking death with it, what could you actually do? Nothing. Oh Christ! Yeah, the argument rages on and always will.
That film is definitely going to be shit.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I need to get that completely fucking clear. I am not defending this film in any way because all of these films are fucking terrible. I haven't even watched Pinocchio yet because, again, like that's a weird concept. They've basically CGI'd Pinocchio, the original Pinocchio, into a live action film with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Like, Why?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's not. It's like The Lion King. That's not a live action film. It's a CGI film with animals, but they've made it more realistic, so the animals can't show emotion.
Yeah, their eyes are dead.
Yeah, literally all of it. So yes, this film, The Little Mermaid, is probably 99%. I'm definite it's going to be garbage, but it's not going to be because
someone's black.
Ariel is black now.
No.
It's just going to be because it's unnecessary.
Yeah, actually, isn't the blue fairy in the upcoming Pinocchio going to be played by a black woman?
Yes, she is a black. Yeah,
Yes.
Tinkerbell is. Yeah, she's. It's on Disney Plus now. But yeah, Tinkerbell is black. Also, yeah,
She should
what's
be
her name?
blue.
McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy is playing Ursula, who, let's not forget, was a giant purple octopus woman.
Yeah, so they should cast somebody purple to play that role.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
if we're gonna get angry about Ariel being black, let's get angry about Melissa McCarthy not
Thanos
being
needs
purple.
work. He hasn't worked in years.
Exactly. Yeah.
He made those few big movies and haven't heard from him since. Oh dear. It's like when Hank Azaria stepped down from playing the role of Apu.
Yeah, I know that. It's absurd.
It was like, well, Dan Castanella isn't yellow.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for a bit of news to drink to. Sorry, we just kind of like shot the shit on that one.
Ad-libbed that one.
If you liked it anyway, leave a like and we'll be back with, well, you know, we're still keeping an eye on Ezra Miller. Unlike Warner Brothers and the police.
I do apologise if anyone's worried about Ezra Miller at the moment. They have not been active this week, so we don't know where they are.
Yeah, no one does still.
No, they're probably
just waiting for the premiere
in a Warner Brothers hangar with like they're
like chained up like that.
The heads of Warner Brothers just stroking their hair.
Yeah.